All right, she's here, she's ready, she made it. She's got some new merch that she can annoy you guys in and wear almost every video. I'm amazed that I am sitting here right now talking to you guys. I survived, holy shit. I survived, it happened. I don't even know where to begin. Right now it's Tuesday. I got back on the 12th. So I had some days to let it sit in. I did something I've never done before after a festival, and I brain dumped everything of just like things I learned, how much I spent, stuff like that, because like I know you guys are gonna have a lot of questions, so I want to be prepared for when info comes out next year, because I feel like a lot of people are gonna want to go next year after seeing the experience that a lot of people had this past week. So yeah, I've been recovering. I feel fine. My allergies are messed up, but that's just because it's Austin. My allergies actually cleared up in the tropical weather, but the moment I landed back in Austin, my allergies were back, and I feel fine. I've been catching up on sleep, you know, so let's just get into this and what the heck happened at Holy Ship 13.0. I'm gonna be reading off, I wrote a whole review, you can find it down below. This is just what I'm gonna be reading off of, just to keep this all in line, and so I don't just start rambling and this becomes like a 30-minute review video like Decadence Arizona was. But there was a lot of tea for Decadence Arizona. If you haven't watched that video, check it out. LOL when I thought this video was gonna be shorter, but it's under 30 minutes, so I appreciate you for watching this video. Thank you very much. Great job, Aid. Probably my favorite festival, and people are gonna ask if this has replaced Electric Forest, and I'm still gonna say they're two entirely different festivals, but now I will say, like, I will probably make it a point to go to Holy Ship and Electric Forest. That's all I will say. It is really unlike anything else, and it was basically a 72-hour festival. I slept a total of 10 hours. I just didn't want to miss anything. Like, it's honestly unlike anything. I will keep on saying that. Nothing like anything I've ever experienced, and we will talk about that. So if you're new here, welcome to my channel. Be sure to hit that subscribe button to join the little vibe tribe. I love you guys so much. You can also find me on social media at VIDS. Also give this video a thumbs up, comment down below any questions you might have about Holy Ship, and I will do my best to answer them. I don't even know where to start. Basically, I flew into Orlando, and I flew into the Orlando airport, and this was the day before that we went on the ship, just because whenever I'm traveling somewhere for a festival, I want to make sure that I get there and there's no travel issues or anything like that. So I made sure to travel the day before, and then I also booked a hotel at International Palms, which is basically the hotel that everyone kind of takes over. It's not the best hotel, it's not the nicest hotel, but you know, it gets the job done, if you know what I mean. Like, I wasn't looking for anything special, but it was $120 for 2 people to stay for 1 night, so not too bad when you split that with someone. So I got there, I probably got to my hotel around like 4 o'clock-ish. It's an hour shuttle ride from the airport to the hotel. They have like a free pool party, and then at night there's like a pre-party. I bought a ticket for the pre-party, which was $80. And I ended up not going. I was just so tired. I had been up since 6 a.m. Like, I just could not do it. And when you think about it, like, looking at the set times of everything, I was already bound to not get much sleep. So I decided to stay in and just get that last amount of sleep that I could. And I'm so glad I did, because I got like 9 hours of sleep. Next morning, there's breakfast at that hotel that was like $10. We left for the port at like about 9:30. Luckily, we already had friends in line at the port, so we just hopped in line, maybe waited about 30-ish minutes, and then we went through security. And security was kind of like going through an airport, and it wasn't as bad as I thought it'd be. There was dogs everywhere. I'm sure you guys are seeing the news headline. Dogs were sniffing out drugs like left and right. I didn't know anyone that had any issues, but someone told me before Holy Ship that if I wanted to bring any drugs or anything like that, to just have other people sneak it on, because they're very thorough with their search. And if you probably have read the news, about 16 people got arrested for that. Not that I'm condoning any drug use or anything, I'm just saying like that it's very risky to bring drugs on board, and you can tell as people get caught. Yeah, security wasn't as bad. I thought they were gonna be very strict about like things that you weren't supposed to bring, not like drug related, but like selfie sticks, or like I saw people, I didn't bring my vlog camera, and I still saw people that weren't like photography or media or anything with DSLRs, so I was like surprised by that. I think they were just mainly checking for like weapons and drugs and like contraband and like stuff like that like a selfie stick doesn't matter at that point. We were in the waiting room for almost like 3 hours, I want to say, so they were still checking out people that were on the boat before 12.0. 35 people were still on the boat, so we had to wait and wait and wait and wait. So we didn't get on the boat till maybe about 2:30, and then you do like a safety drill, you wait in line for merch, and then the festival begins basically at 7 o'clock. The sail away set. That was like me getting there and everything, all the logistical things in case you're wanting to go to Holy Ship. That's kind of like what went into getting to actual Holy Ship. As for the experience itself, like I said, I got 10 hours of sleep just because I had FOMO and wanted to do anything and everything that was available. The boat was super nice and it's massive. Like it has 16 floors. From the 5th floor to the 16th floor, you're kind of just like playing around the whole time. It was pretty fun. And every time I like saw something new, like there's an ice bar, there's tons of places to eat if you didn't want like the complimentary food. There's a casino on there. Like there's so many different things that you can be doing on the boat aside from like the music. Like the ticket price worth it in my opinion, because there's like other things that you'd be doing aside from the music. Got on the boat, like went to my room, then we like did the safety drill, went in the merch line. It was pretty cold, so I went downstairs to go grab a jacket, and I literally run into Say My Name, and that just started the whole shenanigans of like running into artists on the boat because they're stuck on there too. Like there's really nowhere for them to hide except for their rooms, and so you just see artists walking around everywhere, which was super cool. I ran into 7 Lions like 5 times, which was pretty awesome. Ran into Chris Lake, ran into Fisher, which I'll tell that story in a little bit. Yeah, you just run into artists all the time. I ran into Green Velvet, Claude Von Stroke, Camel Fat. There's a ton of other people. The rooms, so our room, we got a cabin interior, so you can get a balcony, you can get an interior, and I think you can have like different sizes of the rooms. So mine was just a 2-person cabin interior, so we didn't have a balcony, which was fine. I honestly think having a balcony would have freaked me out some more, but having our little room was nice. It was just big bed, and they had like the shower, bathroom, a closet, a safe, hair dryer, plugs, stuff like that. We did bring a power strip, so that's something I recommend you bring, is a power strip, because they only have 2 plugs, and so you can plug in the power strip and then you have as many plugs as you need with like your chargers and stuff. One of the tips that someone told us was to tip our like attendee, so like a nice tip or whatever, and they'll stock your room with like ice and towels and like make sure your room is clean and stuff like that, which was really nice to just come back to a nicely made bed whenever I was sleeping. The room did feel kind of small at first, but honestly it didn't really matter because like I was only there for 10 hours sleeping and then like maybe an hour getting ready for like the day or getting ready for like nighttime, because you do like an outfit change after like in between. Once the sun goes down, you kind of go and change into like your nighttime outfit. So I really wasn't in the room all that much if you think about it. The food, I've been getting questions about this. The food is free. Yes, it's included, unless you want to treat yourself to a nice dinner. I don't really know the pricing. I wasn't really treating myself to a nice dinner. I was fine with the complimentary buffet food because it was really good. I have 2 restaurants that are complimentary too. One's called O'Sheehan's, which had amazing chicken wings. Thank you, Vanya, for telling me that there was chicken wings on this boat. They were so good. Oh. And then the other place was the Noodle Bar, which I didn't really get to check. I didn't get really a time to check out, but I heard they have really good Chinese food with like chicken fried rice, and you get like an appetizer, a main course, and a dessert. You do have to make a reservation for that one if they are busy. You can just go by and like make that reservation or call and make a reservation too. And they also had 24/7 pizza, so if nothing was really to your liking and you just were hungry and were in your room, you could get pizza delivered to your room, which I didn't have, but someone, an angel, a sweet angel, got this like 24/7 pizza delivered to their room or whatever. And then they brought it to the Fisher sunrise set, which was a 3-hour set. So we're all dancing, the sun is coming up, we're tired, our feet are hurting, but we're still enjoying the moment. And then this angel comes with a box of pizza, and we all just like started crying. This was at 8 a.m. he came, and we were just like, oh, it was a beautiful moment. Very beautiful moment. We love Ship Fam. So all the stages were pretty cool, and I will point them out in my vlogs. I would run through them all now, but you guys, I haven't touched any of my footage. I'm planning on doing this weekend. So I'm sorry this is just gonna be a me talking at you video, but I just don't know if I have the mental capacity to upload any footage right now. So I'm sorry, but you'll see. You'll see what I'm talking about. You're gonna hear this review, and then you're gonna just see how it all played out, you know? So I talked about the whole experience of the boat. Like, I loved every aspect aspect of it, it was definitely a whole other world that you just like entered. Like anything you ever needed was just there. Like if you wanted to go work out, you could go do that. If you want to go to the spa, you could go do that. So yeah, there was basically like a lot to offer, which like when you look at the Holy Ship ticket price and you see like that one room is like $2,000 that you'll split with someone, it's pretty daunting at first, but like you'll think every penny was worth it, you know, just because of everything you get, the food being free, drinks weren't free, but they were still pretty reasonably priced. They do have drink packages, which was 13 drinks for the price of 12. I am not a heavy drinker anymore because my tolerance is gone. My tolerance was pretty bad in college because it was like, I went to Arizona State. I was drinking like five out of the 7 days of the week, you know? So now being an adult, I barely drink. Having a bottle of champagne and like 2 drinks, I was like good to go, you know? So I didn't get the drink package, which was honestly the best move because I only got like 7 drinks the whole weekend. So I saved a ton of money. Pretty reasonably priced. And pro tip, if you do the drink of the day, save the most money. So do that. They give you like this little newspaper each day and it'll tell you what the drink of the day is. And so one of the days was like a Moscow Mule. And if you know me, that's like my favorite drink. That was my favorite day. But it literally saves you a ton of money. All right, let's get into the music. So if you want to check out my blog post, you can see all the artists I saw. I'm not going to go into all of them, but I'm going to talk about my favorite ones from each day and some other highlights. For a solid 4 hours, I just listened to house music to kick off. I did Fisher's Sail Away set. I did Chami and Mala. I did Chris Lake back-to-back Solardo, and then AC Slater back-to-back Chris Lorenzo. Best 4 hours of my life. I will say out of that 4 hours, AC Slater and Chris Lorenzo had the best back-to-back set I have ever seen. So good. And then I saw Grizz for the first time. Unreal. Oh my gosh. You guys, if you have never seen Grizz, highly recommend it. I did see Grizz at Electric Forest, but that was a live set with like a band and like singers and like everything. So it was not the same as this set. So that's why I'm like, I've never seen Grizz before because I hadn't seen a true Grizz set. And he is so unbelievably talented and so unbelievably attractive. I love like the saxophone, like that's why I think I love Thief, that song, so much. And I love like just any song with a saxophone in it, I love. So like Grizz plays sax the whole time and he throws dubstep in there and you're just like, oh, it was so good. You guys will see in the vlog. Amazing. Day 2, Louis the Child had 2 sets that day and they had a daytime set, a nighttime set. I both loved those sets very much. Grizz then played again and had a sunset set, which was amazing. Again, the saxophone as the sun is setting, it's just picturesque, amazing. What's So Not played a house set with his brother, which was so cool. He said at the end, he was like, this was really awesome for me. Like I never really get to play stuff that isn't my own. So thanks for like giving me a place to do this, you know? It was really awesome and I loved every second of it. That was another favorite one of my sets. Nozu, which if you haven't listened to Nozu, stop what you're doing, go listen to him now. He's coming out with a song on Friday on Chris Lake's label called Dance. That was like the anthem to my Holy Ship. His set was awesome. Oh, he's definitely one to watch for in 2019, which I didn't mention in that video. Go check it out if you haven't, but I definitely think he's one to watch. Manila Killa, my little heart. I love him so much. I call him my little peanut. Ghastly, he played a set where he just literally was drunk and just went for it, played whatever the heck he wanted. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a really fun set. Fisher, Sunrise set. The best 3 hours of my life. Oh my God. They brought, they brought us on stage. So like my friend Vanya grabs me, she's like, Aid, we're going on stage. And I'm like, what? And I thought we were gonna go on stage, but there was a gap between the rail and the stage that was like elevated and we got to go on that. So I basically like locked eyes with Fisher at one point, just like flailing my wrist, like so happy, and like we were in between, and of course I shuffled on it. I had to shuffle on it, and we were on there for maybe like 20-ish minutes and then they took us off of it, which was fine. Honestly, that 20 minutes was amazing and it was so much fun. Yeah, that was definitely like a highlight of the weekend, was doing that. Yeah, we stayed till 8:30. At like 8 o'clock, I found a place where I could just sit, and I was like, I will sit here the rest of the time if I have to. I am making it to 8:30. Like it felt like it was just like it's my first year I had to do it, you know? You had to stay till 8:30. You had to be the one to stay till 8:30, which like a good I would say at least 100 people were still there by 8:30. And it was also really cool seeing the different DJs that were behind Fisher or like that were in the artist area also grooving to him. Like you saw Mala, you saw Chami, What So Not, Louis the Child, Manila Killa, like they were all there till like 8:30 in the morning. And I was like, that's pretty cool. Day 3 was the day I got the most sleep. So I went to bed at 8:30 and then we were supposed to have an island party where the first set would have started at 10 a.m. And I saw that and I was like, okay. But they made an announcement on day 2 that the waters were too rocky, which I got a little seasick from that, but I was fine. The waters were too choppy for us to dock off, so they had to cancel the island party, which honestly worked out for the better because that meant I got more sleep. So they pushed all the sets back. First set started at 1:30. I woke up at 1 and I was like, nope. And I went back to sleep for like another hour. I woke up at 2:30 and I asked my cabin mate, like, who's on right now? And she said Dombresky, and I woke up, I threw a bathing suit on, I had no makeup on, I think I forgot deodorant, taking my birth control, put my contacts on, put my sunglasses on, and I went to Dombresky just as is. Like I was like, nope, I'm not missing him. So I went to Dombresky, zero regrets. And then the surprise set, Chami back-to-back Zoo. Just let that sink in. Chami back-to-back Zoo. Unreal. Like, we weren't worthy of that. It was just so good. I would like to just replay that set in my head for the rest of my life. Thank you, holy shit, for that one. I saw 12th Planet for the first time. Your girl needed a break from all the house music and went to that set, and wow, I was blown away. Very much blown away by that. Then my last favorite set was Walker and Royce. They had one of the best sets that I've seen from them. I just saw them at Freaky Deaky and their set was nothing like that. The best part of that set was I was right by Seven Lions and his crew, and Seven Lions with house music and with Walker and Royce and was just getting down, and it made my entire weekend seeing that man get down to house music. Amazing. So cool. I also talked to Seven Lions. When did I talk to him? After day 1, I want to say. He was in line for an omelet. I was in line for an omelet. He was standing behind me. And he was with his wife, and I just turned really quick. I was like, hey, don't mean to be bothered. No, you're grabbing your breakfast. Just want to let you know your set in Austin was like one of my favorite sets I've ever seen by you. Like, hope you have a great ship. And he was like, oh, thank you. And because, you know, like they're in line for breakfast. They're just trying to get their food. He was probably up till 6 a.m. just like I was. So like didn't want to bother. But yeah, then I just kept on seeing him like multiple times, and I just never got a photo, which I should have, but oh well. It's always weird asking them for photos. Like, you don't want to seem too opportunistic, like, oh, can we get a photo? Because like if that's all you're like doing, it's just like for the clout and stuff. Like, I talked to a lot of artists, and then I really only left with, oh my god, I didn't tell you. So I only left with 2 photos from Holy Ship, or 3 photos with artists, and one was with one half of Camel Fat, and then the other was with Justin Martin. And then the 3rd photo happened on the 3rd day. I met Fisher and Chris Lake. I like could start crying about it right now. I totally left this out. Oh my god, you guys. So my day 3 outfit, I was wearing my Fisher shirt that I got made because it was meme night and he's a meme. And so I was at the Dirty Bird Takeover stage, right, like 30 minutes before his set, and this guy that I became friends with, he was like, hey, you know, Fisher's gonna walk right by here. Like, we need to stop him and you need to get a photo. I was like, okay. And so we were like patiently waiting, and it was like 10 minutes before his set, and he starts coming by. I give my phone to the guy, and I'm like, Fisher! And like, he sees me, and I like point at the shirt, and he's like, oh my god, and he gives me a hug. And then like Chris Lake is like, do you guys want a photo? And I'm like, do you want to be in it? And like Fisher's like, I don't have my phone. And Chris Lake was like, here, and gives his phone to AC Slater. And like, we all get in like formation for like a little photo. And then like AC Slater gets a photo. We get photos on my phone. We get photo on some other guy's phone. And I'm just like melting inside. Like, here's a photo. And then like Chris Lake was like, awesome shirt, like hope you're having a great time, and like gives me another hug, and then they just go on stage, and I literally fell to the ground kind of dramatically as like a joke, but also like literally what just happened. My little heart can't take it. I was getting so sad because like everyone's like, oh, I met my favorite artist, and I'm like, where's Chris Lake and Fisher been? Like, I was getting so sad about it. I was like, you know what, we came to Holy Ship for the music. Like, the goal wasn't to find them, like that wasn't a guaranteed thing. So I was getting really upset by it, and then it happened. So good. The first thing I texted Ryan when I landed was I just sent him that photo, and he just knew. And he was like, are you okay? And I was like, no, my life has changed forever. They know who I am now. Like, yeah, so that was a highlight of Ship. Anyway, one of the other things about Holy Ship that is so amazing is the family. Like, I got so many little gifts from people. Like, I got this sticker. My camera died again, but I got some cool swag. Got this patch that was really cool. And it really gave me an idea. I think I'm going to use one of my denim jackets and put all the patches I have from festivals on that. So I might do a video on that, like a little DIY project with that. This girl had the same Thug Life glasses as me that I wore for day 3. So she gave me this. So it says 13.0 and then says Ship Fam on the other side. Sorry, I'm like looking at my monitor that my boyfriend got me, and it's really distracting, like looking there and like, yay. I got some bracelets. They gave me a koozie when I walked in, and they give you like this luggage tag, which is so cute. Like people that have been to like ships before, like they all have like a ton of luggage tags if they've been to a lot of them. So yeah, also this next clip, I don't know what happened. The lighting's really weird, but it normals out, so just fair warning on that. Okay, goodbye. I heard some things like were not so chill that happened, but like I never had a bad interaction with anyone. I got hit on maybe once, which like wasn't a big deal, but I never got like inappropriately touched or anything, so that's cool. Like, we love that. We love when men are polite, and we love when people are respectful of our space. I didn't have any issues with like spacing in the crowd. Like, I always had enough space. People said excuse me, stuff like that. So Ship Fam is one of the best groups of people I've ever interacted with. Okay, let's wrap this up. So just an overview, like pros and cons of Holy Ship. Pros, literally something to do for everyone at any and all hours of the day. Music is amazing. Running into your favorite artist is dope. Stages are top notch. Ship Fam is a pro. Free food that is actually good. Amenities and activities that come with the ship. Merch and drinks were reasonably priced. Comfy bed. And then some cons were the rocky boat wasn't ideal. I wasn't expecting it to be so rocky, and I made the mistake. There's a pool at one of the stages. I made the mistake of looking at the water go back and forth, and I got really fixated on it, and it made me sick, but I was fine after like chilling out and taking a Dramamine. It was kind of crappy that they did cancel the island party, but like I said, in hindsight, it was probably better for my sleep schedule that we didn't have the island party, because I would have been running on like 2 hours of sleep. So then I would have gotten like 6 hours of sleep the whole weekend. So, you know, all in all, worked out for the better. And then my last thing was like waiting to get off the boat took forever. They told us, originally they said we had to be out of our rooms by 9, we could start getting off the boat at 7. So then they changed it and said we could start getting off the boat at 6:30, we had to be, or 6, and we had to be out of our rooms by 7. I took a 2-hour power nap. I woke up and I was like, okay, if I fall back asleep, like I'm not gonna be able to get up. So I went and waited in line like right before 6, and like at 6, we weren't at the dock still. We were still moving, getting into the port. And then we didn't start getting off till 7:30. And I was like, I could have slept some more. But then after that, customs didn't really take that long. And then I had to wait for my shuttle. And then I made the mistake of having a late flight because I didn't know any better at 6 p.m. And so I was at the airport for 7 hours. So that was my only con, but you know, that's not really a complaint. That was just poor planning on my part for not knowing. But now I know for next year. So all in all, how to get some lessons learned for next year in case you're wanting to go, and just from what I've learned that can better improve my experience. I'll probably pass on the pre-party ticket. I did spend $80 on it and it didn't get used. I tried to sell it, but no one wanted it. So getting that extra sleep the night before was prime. Getting to the port at 9 a.m. was definitely the move. So we didn't have to like wait in line for a long time, and we can get a seat and chill before boarding. Always get the drink of the day, saves you some money, and don't get drink tickets if you're not a big drinker. Go to the autograph signing. I didn't go. I didn't think that there would be a lot of artists there, but literally everyone was there. Like I had a chance to meet Chris Lake there, and I didn't know. They don't tell you who's gonna be there, so like if you go and you go like maybe an hour or so before and wait in line, then it's like definitely worth it. If you go right when it starts, like the line will be so long that you might not even get in, you know? So you can order water and champagne for the room beforehand. I ordered 24 bottles of water because I was like, yeah, I like drinking water. I did not need 24 bottles of water. I'll probably go with the 12 pack next time. Me and my roommate got 6 bottles of champagne total, and that was a perfect amount for the both of us. Kind of like 2 for each day, so that worked out really well. Overall, you guys are probably wondering how much this trip cost me, so I feel fine sharing it with you guys in case you're wanting to go and you need to know the financial commitment that it is to go to Holy Ship. All in all, with my ticket, flights, hotel for the night before, merch, drinks on board, shuttle to and from airport, water, champagne, tips for rooms and bags, outfits, and other miscellaneous items, I spent a little over $2,000, which I would say was definitely worth it and definitely money well spent. And I think knowing what I know now, I can cut back on things like how much water I got for the room or not buying the pre-party ticket. Like there's things I could have done to like lessen the price probably. But all in all, like Holy Ship was amazing. I will definitely be there next year. I will probably do the weekend that is 3 days, or the week that is 3 days. I don't think I could have handled another day, honestly. My body was ready to go home. So all in all, I love this festival. I will definitely have content on how to plan for this festival and whatnot coming up. But just wanted to get this review out there and so you guys could learn more about Holy Ship. I also will have the vlogs up hopefully next week. Hopefully. There's a lot of footage I have to get through, like maybe 3 hours worth of footage I have to get through. So fingers crossed I can get those up next week, along with a packing video as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button to join Little Vibe Tribe. Thank you all for the support. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.